Right guys, time for another RLR beer sort. For this one we're going to go to Glen, Robertson, Ontario over in Canada. Another beer from the wonderful Wood Brothers Brewing Company. This one is called the Filthy Fernando, an 8.5% breakfast stout with coffee, pecans, dark chocolate and peanuts added into it. These guys don't do too much at the dark end of the spectrum. I don't get to review too many breakfast stouts these days either, but I will say this is a beautiful, beautiful beer. Try it if you get the chance. So the beer pours this lovely dark ebony rosewood colour, a big fawn head on it when we poured it as well, and this is just really, really damn nice. It's got the flavour profile of like a bigger, 11-12% imperial stout, but the drinkability of a lower ABV one, like kind of, a 6% Irish dry stout or something like that. It's a lovely, lovely beer. Backbone of the beer, roasty, toasty, well-fired bread crust, little bit of wood, little bit of cracker as you'd expect. You've got a rye bready layer, a wholemeal brown bready layer, then a kind of more chocolate spongy, chocolate muffiny layer. The pecans and the peanuts in this one really kind of come out there. The chocolatey layer is a little bit more charred and like a higher percentage cocoa further back, sort of 80-90% cocoa chocolate, but it mellows out as you come further forward to be sort of 50-60% cocoa chocolate. Toasty brown sugars above that, more leathery brown sugars, a little touch of treacle molasses in the centre of the palate there. The middle third of your palate on this one is really, really nice. The coffee comes out a little bit further back, of course. There's a bit of earthiness to that, quite a little bit of aromaticity, and some really nice sort of plummy, datey kind of notes as well. The yeasty side of this one's kind of rye bready at its core, wholemeal brown bready around the edge, then more kind of toasty bread crusty in there as well. But yeah, the malty and yeasty side of this beer is really, really nice. There's still a little bit of hoppy character in this one as well. Wee bit earthy, wee bit woody as you come further forward. Some floral aromaticity there and some grassy notes coming out of this one. But the fruity side of this beer, it's kind of on the front third of your palate, there's a little bit of raisin on the top, some nice juicy plum underneath. You've got prunes and kind of dates in there, juicy figs, a little bit of blackcurrant, a wee bit of blackberry, all things that you would expect from any imperial stout or any stout beer, to be honest with you. So as I say, this one has the kind of flavour profile of like a bigger imperial stout, but the drinkability of a lower ABV stout, like a 6%er or something like that. But mouthfeel wise, I'd say that it's top end and mid-bodied, really smooth carbonation, a slightly almost creamy mouthfeel to it. I'm pretty sure there's a bit of oat and wheat in this one, which really complements it quite well. The IBU is probably about 60-70 IBU, I would say. The malt base, toasty underneath, smooth in the middle, a drier sweetness on top, then you've got that wee bit of fruitiness in there and that lingering bitterness into the aftertaste. This is a lovely, lovely beer, and it goes to show you that Wood Brothers can do some very, very good things at the darker end of the spectrum. So yeah, the Filthy Fernando 8.5% ABV breakfast stout from Wood Brothers Brewing Company in Glen, Robertson, Ontario, Canada. Try it. Cheers.